Good morning. Hey, the mic is working now. Yays. So, I really need to figure out my mic issue. Probably just upgrade to a new mic. That might be something in my future. Anyway. How is everyone this morning? I hope that you all are ready for another live stream. We're gonna probably be pretty chill today, more than we usually are, and I have no idea what we're gonna get done. But I have a list. I always have a list of things I want to work on. One of those things doesn't really do much for progress, but I like to have a collection of all of the Botania rods and staves and baubles and all of that stuff. And I would like to go through as many of those as we can make today that would be considered pre-Alfiem and post-Alfiem, but pre-terrasteel. That makes sense. I know you need terrasteel to open the Alfiem portal, but I don't have a ton of terrasteel to make those. There you go. So I want to just kind of go through all the things, see what we can make and what we can play with, even if they're probably not going to be useful to us in this playthrough. Just to have them, just to play with them. So yeah, we're going to poke at those things. And I will, we need to do some maintenance things. Didn't do any progressionary work yesterday afternoon. So we're going to need to make some hydrangeas in bulk. The endoflames are doing all right since we turned them down, the number that we're doing. But we will need to do some more hydrangeas. And I did make 8 thermalilies, so we have thermalilies running for the next few hours, so I won't have to mess with those. The 2 are currently running. The mana isn't coming into the battery yet because I haven't built that line. I will do that off camera because it's very fiddly and a lot of counting and yeah, spaghetti mess. And it's easier to do when I can, in sort of creative mode where I can fly and do all the counting with the dirt, and then I switch to survival to place the stuff, and I switch back to creative to count again. Yeah, I'm not going to torture you with that. I cannot wait until we can learn how to do mana tablet, long distance storage stuff with Corporea. I think that will be much more efficient for us to do. Anyway, as you can see, we're down here and you're seeing something new. If you saw my last Floramancer, this might look familiar to you because it is straight out of that world. I loved it so much that I rebuilt it. This is our Gaia Guardian arena. And it got the floor laid out all nice and pretty and lit up so nothing can spawn in here. In the previous playthrough, these were shimmer rock. We currently cannot make shimmer rock. So even though I built this in creative, since I couldn't make shimmer rock, these aren't shimmer rock. I would love them to eventually be shimmer rock, but this works too. This is where the beacon will go, and then the blocks will be underneath. And we need to make a secondary room underneath this floor, probably in a couple of areas. If you recall, in our previous world, we had access underneath where the beacon was for incense. Those don't work with the Gaia Guardian. And I actually found out even more from Vazki. I asked yesterday what checks were performed in spawning the Gaia Guardian so that I knew if the walls could be limited, what's the size of the room required, can I put a roof on it, which I knew I could, but I didn't know how far up or anything. They said the only check that is done is a circular perimeter around the beacon, and it's like right around 12 block radius. I think it's like 12 and then a notch. So this is way bigger than what it needs to be because I wanted this pretty thing. So that's the only check it performs is there it checks a first circle, and if there are any solid blocks in that circle, it won't let you spawn in the Gaia, and it actually tells you where, now it tells you where it can't come in. So there you go. I thought it had more checks to it, but that's it. But news on the incense front, I won't be able to use any incense. You know how I was saying in previous streams that I would be able to use incense that was under an hour? That is incorrect. It is any status effect, not potion, status effect, which is what the incense does, that lasts longer than 8 seconds. Which is what the beacon cycles over with, you know, is every 8 seconds it refreshes. Those are the status, yeah. So potions are going to be our friend. So, yay. We're going to have to, you know, really work out. I definitely want to put a roof on here because I do better when I can just chuck my chakrams and they just dance all around and kill things. We're going to want functional flowers to deal with the second phase with all the mobs. So we're either going to want Hazy Dreams, or we're going to want eventually we could do Living Wood avatars with the a rod of Unstable Reservoir. Yeah, so we'll see. I might want to do a Fallen Canide, or we can learn how to do, you know, it's more advanced, but we could learn how to use that Blood Soul Core that Incorporeal adds, where you can throw splash potions on the Blood Soul Core and it applies it to the player wherever you are in the dimension. So that's a potential. Could be fun. So yeah, we might get to working on some of the underground workings that I have to build. You know, we have to build that out, and we have to put the beacon in. The other thing we should probably do is get rid of this last bit of platform. Probably want to pick this stuff up and then tear down the cobble because it'll be useless, not useful for us anymore. And yeah, and well, this will look a little cleaner. A little nicer. Woo. So that is what I did yesterday. All I did was replicated the Gaia Guardian arena. Made a couple flowers. Thermalily is now running. There'll be a little bit of a hiccup because the timer for the Thermalily drop is 30 minutes. And I placed both of the new flowers at the same time. So there's going to be a gap where one flower, I think it'll probably either despawn because it's only 5 minutes. Something, yeah. Nothing I'm going to concern myself with at this point. So yeah, like these are nowhere near ready, but this is gonna cycle over here pretty soon. We could probably just reset the timer. Sure, let's do that. There we go. That'll help us. Anyway, the only amount of mana it's made is what's in that pool, which is still really nice amount. And we'll get it moved here eventually from where it's at. This over here is working aces. By the way, you notice? There's dirt. I haven't added whatever grass color I want here, but there's dirt now. Yay. This is working aces. I've already emptied it out and put it over in the Endoflame area, so I doubt there's a whole lot here now. But yeah, there's already another stack in some, so this is fantastic. It looks insane. I will probably want to make it look nicer, but right now, working great. So yeah, there's where we are. So, like I said, I want to just start out with, you know, going through the Lexica Botania, going through the list in JEI, and making all of the baubles and rods and staves that we can currently make. Block auto crafting, yeah, that's it. It's great. I'm very thrilled. So first, what I've done is I've made an iron chest and put all of our current baubles, equipment, Botania items in it. This will likely need to be upgraded to be even larger, I'm guessing. There's a lot of things. And I wanted to start by going through the Lexica for them, because why not, instead of just looking at them in JEI. So we're going to start out with just the baubles and accessories, but there's some other things like natural apparatuses we probably want to look at, maybe some of these miscellaneous things, who knows. So yeah. Starting with baubles. Let's make a bauble case. I've never made one, I don't think. I looked it up, Anima. I actually had to look it up. It wasn't posted in the YouTube comments anywhere. So I actually just looked it up on Reddit, and I believe I found what you were talking about. And it looks insane. But it did give me some thoughts about how to use flowers, how to use the red string spoofers that I hadn't considered. I completely didn't consider, because the way the guy has the exoflames bound to mushrooms that are actually within range of the smoker, and the rest of the exoflames weren't in range, but the spoofer made them in range. That was just, my head just went, oh, yeah. Wow. So it was really cool. And while it would be really, really expensive to make all those exoflames, I mean, it's a summer rune and a rune of fire for everyone. And there were 200 and something. It was cool though. Still cool. All right, so let's make a baubles case. So a baubles case is pretty much just an inventory storage you can have in your inventory area that holds a bunch of your baubles, so you can switch them out on the go. They do not work while in the case. While some people have said like the first one works, that's an actual other mod that allows that to work, and I don't think it's the one that's in here. Yeah, once I can do auto crafting of runes, you're not wrong. There's so much that will unlock once I can do way more auto crafting than I'm currently doing. But easy quick switching of current baubles, definitely what we want. So we're gonna make this first. And it's blue here. And I could have swore it used to be a different color. Didn't it used to be pink? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna make one of those. And so, and a chest. I think I have one. I have an extra crafting table in my inventory for some reason. Baubles case. Yeah. Alright, so as you can see, you open it up as an inventory space and it shows your baubles area, so you can easily switch things in and out as you need them. Very nice, right? I think so. I mean, so how many times do you think you're going to be like, oh, I should have brought this stuff. What else can go in there? I don't think the rest of these are baubles. Nope. So there we go. Now we have baubles on us. Cosmetic baubles. I actually considered, if you take a look at the point reward, your channel points rewards, I've added a few that are custom. Usually you have ones like hydrate, stretch, redeem stuff. So if you have been watching for a while on the Twitch stream, you'll be able to see the different rewards. I've added a few. I don't remember all of them. I do know I added one named Kitty Love that has been redeemed once before. And that is where I get up, find one of my kitties, and give them some love. Yes, so there you go. Hi, Anima. Anyway, one of those rewards is called Hats Off to You. Yeah. And the Hats Off to You reward allows you to put on a hat or a mask until someone makes me put on another one. Yep, and that is pretty much the one I added that I was like, yay! Well, thank you. Did you want to pick one?
I don't know what y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
No, in game. That's what these cosmetic baubles are going to be for. So I will be wearing a cosmetic bauble until someone makes me change. Yeah. So since there are so many cosmetic baubles, I've never actually crafted them. I've only ever taken ones out of loot. The Botania emblem on your mana monocle. Okay. All right, so we're putting this on my monocle. Great. I can't remember if we can uncraft them and swap them for other things. Can you undo it? Because I want to be able to undo it and change it to other things. Removing cosmic overrides can be done by putting the bauble back in the crafting grid. Okay. So we can remove the override by uncrafting it in the crafting grid. Okay. So we need some, what was it, green? It's lime and mana string. So that I can fulfill this for Anima. Alright, I believe I have a mortar and pestle. Yep. Alright, let's make this. Mana string in the middle. There we go. Now he wants it on me monocle. I was pretty sure you could just do that. Craft it alongside another bauble in a crafting grid. Maybe it won't work in that table because it's not a vanilla table. Nope. Huh. Well, that seems... Let's see what it look... I'm not going to actually do this, but I want to see if it even shows up. It does. So apparently the monocle isn't one you can do. I could just wear it on my lapel. You won't see very much of it. Yeah, that's a bummer. That would drive me insane. Can't see it at all there. Well, there we go. And I suppose I could take my armor off and you can see it better. Okay then. That's fun. Well, thank you. Thank you for having me wear a hat. Woo! That's part of the Baubles fun, so yay! Band of Aura. I have not made one. We should make one. I thought it would too. I thought it'd go on the chest instead of the belly button, but oh well. It's fine there. So this is probably for terrestrial, isn't it? No, the regular one. The greater one is. So the Band of Aura collects mana in the air. And then disseminates it into items. So what do we need for that again? We need a rune of mana and a and mana steel. Do I have one already made? I do. All right. So just like all the rings. Now, I think I have... We don't have to have the fairy ring equipped when we're not fighting, so I could actually wear that. And I think it even fills the band of mana passively. So here's our opportunity to do this. Alright. Band of mana, we've got Benevolent Goddess's Charm. Alright. A Benevolent Goddess's Charm is a defensive bauble that can, as the name applies, be worn in the charm slot. While worn at the cost of some mana, the wearer's inventory, any explosions that happen in the wearer's nearby vicinity will cease to damage any blocks in the world, which won't be super helpful for us, because I think I have creeper explosion damage disabled. But I want to make it, because I never have. And that's part of the goals with my playthrough. So we have to do a Rune of Spring, water, mana diamond. I think we have the water. Yep. A Rune of Spring is the one with the saplings, right? Yes, the saplings, wheat, metamorphic, grass. Oh, glad we didn't take that down yet. We need to do another grass block, which we're not going to AFK and wait there. We're going to place it and come back. And hope it doesn't turn to mycelium. I think it's far enough away. So we need a mana diamond and only one. I've got the mortar and pestle because we need to do oh no, it's just petals. Okay. Pink petals. Pink. Great. We need 3 saplings. Oh shoot, I needed the metamorphic stone that I know I have up there. All right. All right, what else does spring need? This one needed spring too, isn't it? Yeah. Water, fire. Wheat. And then that grass. All right. You can do it. We need you to be grass, so please be grass. All right. Next one. We can't do this one yet. Anything green we're not doing right now. That is the post-Alfheim ones. Cirrus amulet. The cirrus amulet is a bauble that can be worn in the amulet slot. While being worn, the wearer is granted the ability to double jump. The second jump negates all currently accumulated fall momentum and damage that would occur from the fall. Cool. Air, autumn. And the rest of this is pretty cheap. Autumn is the one where we need the traverse leaves. Get the string and the mana steel. Was it 3? 4. All right. Do we have grass yet? No. Any of these be string. Okay. Autumn. Yeah, the traverse leaves, mycelium, fermented spider eye, dry grass. So we're gonna have to use that weight lens a couple more times to do this. Definitely can't wait till I can get the farm automated that will do this. What do we have over here? Alright, so we have the terracotta, which we don't need for this one, but we have the leaves. We need to make the fermented spider eye, and I mean, we have a rune in here. I just know it'll be consumed. Suppose I'm not going to care too much about that right now. Air. Let's craft. Let's put this over here. Sure. Alright. Wow. That's quite a jump. Cool. I am not so sure I have any use for it right now. But we'll see. Alright, yay rain. Let's go see if we have grass yet. Yes. Alright. So we can make the Rune of Spring. Great. Come on. Okay. I should put a what you call it to speed it up. There's a bunch of stuff in there we will need to address. Alright, so we were making the goddesses. Benevolent Goddess's Charm for that. It replaces the monocle. And you can't see it through the Elementium gear. There you go. Now you can see it on the side of my head. We're not gonna wear that because, again, explosions don't really happen. Oops. That's a cool one. That I could see that being useful to wear around the TNT. More likely creepers though. I guess if you're like building underground, that might be helpful. All right. Invisibly cloak. We've made the invisibility cloak. Planet Strider Sash. It works as an alternative to Sojourner Sash, which we have. It will not give the wearer a speed boost by default. However, when they walk, the sash will get more and more charged, enabling the wearer to go much faster than any other sash. If you stop walking, this bonus is reset. So it makes sense if you're going on long journeys. As you walk, you will just get faster and faster and faster. But if you stop, you just got to start that over again. So that's pretty cool. Not hard to make. This is air and earth. Let's see here. I will need to kill some cows. Come on. There we go. Got everything for that. Then I need to make 2 pasture seeds, some sugar, and a map. I guess I could do that. The rotten flesh and the catalyst. Yeah, I could do that to make leather that way. We'll see if I actually get around to doing it. Alright, so I think I have a couple pieces here for the seeds and sugar, and we need a map, which needs a compass. I cannot remember if a map is a compass surrounded by paper. Yep, okay, good. And the sugar. Alright. Now this is showing a used map, like as in one that you've opened instead of an empty map. And I don't know if it needs to be opened or not, so we'll find out. Well, yeah, okay. First we need to do these. And clearly it said that that one wasn't visible either, so let's click on you. Well, that's kind of cool. There's our base so far. All right. There we go. If we equip you, let's see here. And we'll start at this end. Because I think how I read it is that as long as you don't stop walking, you'll just speed up. I'm just walking here. It looks like it's working. Wonder how fast I could get. Need to make this walkway a little wider, it looks like, in some areas. Wow, this is cool. Oh, goodness. Really booking now. Yeah, don't see it as being very helpful for me here at the moment. Holy smokes, it's getting hard to navigate these curves. And then if I stop, it starts me over again. That's fun. I could definitely see that being useful when traveling long distances. That's lots of fun. That's fun. All right. So we did that one. The Pyroclast Pendant, that is something I keep saying I want to make. So we're going to make it. This is fire protection. If you're caught on fire, it will put it out. If you're standing in fire, it won't. So keep that in mind. It's only if you're caught on fire. So it does work for blaze attack. So we need fire and summer. Okay. Summer is the one with sand and terracotta and slime. 2 sand, slime, melon, terracotta, red sand. There's the terracotta. Slime. Melon. Red sand. I don't think we have any sand up here to turn into red sand. I need to make some. I don't even think I have much cobble, do I? Yeah, I have sand. This is where sand would go, is that spot there. So to make red sand, you need to take terracotta and throw it in here, I believe. Let's confirm. Yes. And make terracotta, you need clay, which is what we're going to do right now. Cook you into terracotta. Make sure I have everything else. We're getting that. We have you, have you, have you, have you, have you. Alright. Great. So it's sand, not cactus, slime ball. I need to do that yet. I do not know what it is about Sundays, but I always feel like my brain doesn't work on Sundays. I'm awfully glad I don't work on Sundays. Alright, and then which? Earth and air. Alright. You have that feeling every day? It's really bad on Sundays for me. Okay. There's my summer. What else was needed? String, mana, steel, and fire. Alright, let's craft this. Yeah. Great. So now we have fire protection. This will be very useful in the Nether, which we're likely not done with. I'm gonna want actual beacons around the base for effects, and so that's gonna require... It's gonna require more wither skulls, more wither boss fights, all that fun stuff. Ring of Chordata. This is definitely one that will not be useful to us in this world, but this allows you to swim underwater, which I have no idea if this has been adjusted for 1:15 and above water swimming, the swimming mechanics that have changed. You can breathe indefinitely. Ooh. So we need some fish. I need to go fishing. Yeah. I'm just here like, can I fish in a single bucket of water? I think I can. If we go stood over here at the... We'll use this one. If we stand over here and fish, I think it'll work. I just don't want to hit that, so we need to be in like one of these. Because when you're doing like Sky Factory, I think this work, or are you caught in the glass? I got a fish. Agrarian Skies was the first. Yes, I played that too. I need 2 of these, so let's hope for another fish. I got a lily pad. Okay. I wonder if you see the stick floating in my upper area. Hey, that's even one we needed for sure. That stick. We get the sticks when the dead bushes, when it switches to a dead bush on the Botania grass. I'm wondering, this is kind of going to probably be dumb, but if we could collect all the sticks from, because I plan on, you know, having a large system here. If we could collect the sticks and just chuck them at our endo flames. I don't know. Anyway, we're doing this. I need mana, steel, and water. Rune of water. Yeah, that's the thought. Is it worth it? Okay, so that one needs to be a salmon. There we go. We can now swim like a fish in our void base. But that's cool. Ring of correction. We have ring of dexterous motion. I don't know this one. Help prevent damage during combat. While worn, one can press their left-right keys to quickly sweep. Oh, you need to dodge. The dodge ability goes through a short cooldown before it can be used again and uses up some of its user's hunger bar. Huh. That's interesting. Huh. I have not run that test, Anima, to see if the XP generated from the orchid would be a mana positive with the Rosa Arcana. The problem is, and it's not really a problem, but the XP will just sit there. It doesn't despawn. So while I do have the clumps mod or whatever that gathers all the XP and makes them into bigger clumps, it never goes away. So I either need to run by there and pick it up every so often, or have the Rosa Arcana collect it. But I haven't tested. Alright, enough of this. We're gonna take half of the stack and chuck it in there. So, and we're gonna take 12 string. We're gonna put you away in there. Okay, for now. I mean, honestly, to make a Rosa Arcana, it costs the Rune of Mana, which really isn't that much, but I mean, I can see what you mean. I have just spaced off which one we're working on. Oh, the Ring of Dexterous Motion. We need air. Oh, does it despawn? Well, that's a thought. Ring of dexterous motion. Only useful really during battle. So we're going to put it in here. Yeah. See what I mean by all the really cool things you can use? Ring of magnetization. People love this in tech packs. It's great in tech packs. I don't like it when I'm playing just Botania, because almost all of the things you do in Botania require in-world interaction and items to be in-world. And I hate having to keep making all the flowers that the Solignolia, I believe is what the one it is, to just constantly have to make those around all of my setups just so I can have a ring of magnetization everywhere else. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. So we need to make a magnetizing lens, which is a lens with gold and iron. Do I have any glass panes? I do. There we go. We're gonna put this fishing rod in here because I can't use it for my setup anymore. It might be handy in other situations. Maybe. I won't leave everything in here. We're not gonna have room. We're gonna have to make a second case if we wanted to, which is why I have this. I'm just gonna put things in here. Run out of space. Okay. Ring of the Mantle. The Ring of the Mantle allows you to mine faster. It's pretty much like haste. I won't be using a whole lot of this because not a whole lot of mining in a void world. But we'll make one anyway. Oh, I need to... I have sticks. Okay. Hi, cheese! Lurk has been activated. Alright. Snowflake Pendant is a bauble that freezes blocks and converts them into ice. This is very much like the Frostwalker boots. So, yeah. We might not be able to do this one right away. We have to do a winter rune, which we've not made yet, and this is the one that requires cake. Which I guess we have the ability to make. Snow. We can make packed ice, I think is a alchemy catalyst recipe. I keep yawning. My apologies. I did not sleep well. Packed ice. Yeah. So you make ice at the Pure Daisy and then convert it to packed ice. Ice at the can be made by snow, which we can make at the Pure Daisy. It's just with still water. So I guess we could go through the pain that is the Snowflake Pendant, or what I'm going to do actually is just jot it down, and we will do it when we actually have Winter Rune easier capability, because it's not going to be useful to us at all. And I would totally not want to wear it while I'm walking around over there. This would be not very useful. We'll keep an eye on it though. Sojourner Sash, we have Tainted Blood Pendant. We'll skip that one, we'll come back. Tectonic Girdle is something we're going to want. It'll be extremely helpful for the Gaia fight, is what I've been told. Because it negates any knockback that the boss mob can do with its attacks. Balanced diet. Oh, balanced diet means I need to switch what I'm eating to something else. So since I'm currently eating baked potatoes, I need to switch to something else now. And since I'm pretty sure I have some steak in here, we will cook the steak up. Pumpkin pie. It does mean that yeah, I would potentially have to do that at some point. The goal with that reward is to hopefully work my way through all the food items that are available. Yeah. So, I've eaten potatoes, and now I'm on to steak. The next time I get that, I cannot switch back to potatoes. I have to pick something else. And I know after a while I'm not going to remember which foods I've eaten already. That's what you're here for. But thank you for redeeming those points. It's always important to have a balanced diet, even in game.